The name of our group is SQL Spartans, and our members are myself, Roman Sudari, Bartek Birbal, Zeloni Chase, and Abidjadin Ryan.
Problem statement. Mr. Dunball's beverage store has seen a significant surge in customers in recent months. Given that the retail store sells a variety of beverages and serves as a place of entertainment, it lacks of a digital form of inventory management. Currently, Mr. Dunball has to manage his inventory manually, and with the rising number of customers in recent months, there is a need for a digital form to account for it. Mr. Danpaul also seeks to give back to his loyal customers this Christmas as an appreciation for contributing to his business. He has in mind a reward system which will keep track of the amount of sales based on customers' purchases for customers that frequently buy from his favorite store. He has the idea that he wants to fairly reward his customers, where he would group his customers into three groups based on their spending and randomly pick three customers from each group and will grant leveling based rewards. His proposed rewards are as stated. Group 1, 25% discount coupon. Group 2, 20,000 in-store giveaways. Group 3, Samsung Note 10 Plus. Mr. Dampel has requested our team to develop a suitable system for him, with emphasis on the development of the inventory management aspect.
So, in order to satisfy Mr. Danpal's request, we would need to create a database for him to use and to manage the necessary data. It would also need to include a simple graphical user interface for him to use. The proposed database application should be able to manage the store's inventory, store customers' information, record customer purchases, handle points and ranking for rewards, and it should have a simple GUI for Mr. Danpal to carry out the previously stated requirements. The GUI associated with the application was made using an integration of PHP and HTML.
So here's the ER diagram for the application. We have the customer table, the order item table, the inventory table, and the order table. The customer table is related to the order item table via the order table. And we have the inventory table, which is related to the order item table. As you can see, the database is quite simple, but to satisfy Mr. Lampard requirements. And here you can see the logical design, where we have listed all the attributes of each tables in the database application with their corresponding data types. It is to note that we'll be using MySQL on exam to create this database.
We have created a login page as a form of data security so we can prevent unauthorized persons from accessing the data. It consists of one login credential since one user is only required to log in. If credential entered is incorrect, the user will be presented with a message, incorrect username or password. If the credentials are correct, the user will be directed to the location of the menu.php, which is the menu page. So the credentials is stored on a unconnected table with the same database. This was not included in the conceptual design since it does not have any relation to the other tables within the database.
So this menu page is built using PHP and HTML and no SQL queries were used. This menu.php page links all the index pages within the database application, as seen on screen.
So the customer page. As seen here, it displays all the customer information that was recorded in the database. Along with that, there are options to create a new customer, edit existing customer, and generate report, and return to the menu page. The first option, which is a new customer. When this option is clicked, you will be redirected to the create.php file, which will allow you to enter the new customer information. When submit is clicked, it will redirect back to the customer page. Second option, edit existing information. When this option is clicked, this will allow you to edit existing information. Once the fields are filled, this will replace the existing information. You will then be directed to the customer page. Generate report option. This will redirect you to the customer table.php page. This will allow you to search for the customer by name or by ID. Additionally, you will also be able to sort the information by name in ascending order, by oldest customer, and by newest customer. There's a button which will redirect you back to the customer page. And lastly, back the menu button, which will redirect you back to the menu.php page.
So from the menu page, you need to click on Order, which will redirect you to the Order page. From here, all records in the order table will be shown on screen. Here you can see three options: New Order, Generate Report, and Back to Menu. New Order. Once clicked on New Order, you will be redirected to another page, which will allow you to enter data for a new record on the order table. Once Submit is clicked, you will be redirected to another page, which will allow you to check the items for that order, along with the quantity for it. Once Submitted is clicked, you'll be redirected back to the order page. And at the same time, the order table, order item table, and inventory table will be updated. Second, the generate report. Once you have clicked on this button, you'll be redirected to another page. Once here, all records on the order item table will be displayed, and it will look a little messy. That's why we also added three fields for filtering at the top of the page. One of them will filter the order ID, the second one will filter the customer ID, and the last one will filter the item ID. And at the bottom of the page, there's a line that shows the sum of the costs to filter records. And there's also a button at the bottom of the page, and this will return you back to the order table, the order page. Lastly, on the order page, there is a back to menu button, which simply just returns you back to the main menu.
So inventory page. From the menu page, you need to click on inventory, which will then redirect you to the inventory page. So when you're here, you will be able to see all records which were pulled from the inventory table of the database. So once here, you will see these options: create new item, edit, delete, and back to menu. Firstly, create new item. Once clicked on, you will be redirected to the create inventory table.php page, which will allow you to enter the information of a new item. Once you finish, you click submit, you will then be redirected back to the inventory page. Secondly, edit. Similar to the function of the edit option for the customer page, you will be redirected to the edit inventory table.php page. Here, newly entered data will replace existing data. Once submit is clicked, it will redirect you to the inventory page. Thirdly, delete. This will allow you to delete an existing record as seen on screen. Finally, back to menu. When this is clicked, it will redirect you back to the menu.php page.
The backup option, once clicked, will redirect you to a backup PHP file. A backup of the current database will be saved on the destination file as seen on the screen. There will also be two options. One is to download the backup, which allows you to download and keep a separate copy of the backup and store it in the downloads folder. The other option is to go to the menu, which just means return to the menu, and log out. This option will log you out of the system and redirect you back to the login page as seen on the screen.
So the reward system. So if we were to go to the customer page, we would see that the customer has a points field and a rank field assigned to them. So the points is calculated by the sum of the total cost in the order table, where the customer ID is equal to the customer ID associated with the points field, all divided by 1,000. What this simply means is that 1 point is equivalent to $1,000. spent by the customer. On the other hand, the rank is quite simple. If points of said customer is greater than 1 and less than 50, they will be assigned with bronze. If it is greater than or equal to 50 and less than 100, they'll be assigned as silver. And if it is greater than or equal to 100, they'll be assigned as platinum. The decision of the winners of these three groups will be decided by Mr. Dampal himself.